Good morning and welcome back to another vlog. I started A Court of Wings and Ruin last night and I'm on chapter 10. I left kind of at like a cliffhanger last night, and honestly I was a little like, it was hard for me to fall asleep because I wanted to keep reading and I just kept thinking about the last thing that I like read. So Feyre, she's in the spring court and she's trying to like leave at this point. Like she's put all of her little schemes together because she's doing her spy work and she's getting ready to leave. Jurian is there and the two Highburn Royals twins are there, and they're looking for spots in the wall where they can like bring in their army. So she's trying to find out information, and she was just getting ready to leave, and then she found Ianthe and Lucien in the forest where she was kind of making her advances on Lucien. Ianthe was. Feyre stopped and made Ianthe, holy cow, sorry, the sun's coming out. Oh my god. I thought I was in a good spot, but apparently not right in the sun. Feyre started making Ianthe like crush her hand with the rock. But then after that had happened, Lucien was kind of looking at her, and then all of a sudden at the end of the chapter, the twins appeared out of nowhere and were like, yeah, that's a Dematai. I don't know how to call it, what to call that. The mind power. And so now I'm scared, like she's trying to leave and I'm scared the twins are going to do something, because that was the first time Feyre had let her guards, like her mental shields down since like being there, and like she knew that the twins had that power too because they tried getting into her mind, and I'm like scared what's gonna happen. So I need to keep reading because I don't know what's going on. I'm really excited to see where this book goes. I just really hope that she's not like taken to Highburn or something. Like I'm like, just please get back to the night court so that you can live happily ever after and then you guys can fight in this war. Also, I feel like Jurian is maybe gonna turn to the like fight on the good side with like Rhysand and them, because I don't know, there's certain things about him, like there's stuff about him that I feel like we definitely don't know, which there is. I don't know, the thing that tipped me off was when he thanked Feyre for helping the mortals, or trying to help the mortals, even though the twins tracked him down anyway when they were looking at the wall. So I don't know what's going on, but I need to read so that I can figure out what's going on, and yeah, we'll see what's happening. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so I got to chapter 14, so I read 4-ish chapters. This is a freaking roller coaster of emotions, because her and Lucien, so she killed the twins, and then her and Lucien left, and their powers were kind of hindered from the Faebane, but they went through the Autumn Court, and they were just like trying to sneak away from his family, trying not to get caught. And then his brothers show up when they're like in a mountain, and then they barely get away because their powers still aren't fully back. And then they're in the Winter Court and crossing a frozen lake, and Eris and his brothers show up again, but their powers are finally coming back. So Feyre is using as many of her powers as she can, and they're fighting. And then I like almost cried. I'm not even kidding you. My eyes teared up when Cassian and Azriel showed up to like defend her and like fight. And then she like removed the glamour and showed that she was the High Lady of the Night Court and that her mating bond was there. And I was so happy. Oh, I actually like teared up. I don't know why. I just like, I love, like, she's home. She's going home. Like, it just makes me happy. I'm super happy that Lucien's with her because I like Lucien. And I think he will definitely be fighting on the good side. So I'm excited. But I have class in 10 minutes. So I can't start the next chapter because her and Rhys are going to be reunited. And I'm just not, I can't emotionally read that and then go to class. So I need to go to class and then come back and just reel it all in. I'm so ready. I'm so excited. Hello. It's day 3, I think, of me reading A Court of Wings and Ruin, and I read 11 chapters. I'm on chapter 21, and it finally stopped being so much of a roller coaster now. But they're in Valaris, and basically Feyre just wants to learn how to fly, and I think Nesta's finally maybe going to start training. She showed up, so we'll see. I think her and Amren are going to become like BFFs, like, because they're so similar. I think they're like, Amren's going to be a huge influence for her. But Elaine, I'm not really sure what Elaine's going to be doing because she doesn't seem to want to do anything. I haven't actually read anything else about her except for that one time that Feyre went and visited her, so I don't really know. So that's pretty much not a whole lot has happened. She and Rhysand are reunited, thank goodness. I'm happy about that. But that's pretty much it. So I'm going to actually go sit outside on our deck. Hopefully our chairs are dry because it's sunny and it's not super windy. So it might actually feel kind of nice. So Nesta is finally starting to accept her, just who she is a little bit. I mean, she's still Nesta, but she's like accepting it and whatever. Elaine, on the other hand, there's something like prophetic about her. And I'm very curious. She just said some weird things, and Azriel just left to go figure out what they are, I think. I don't know. He just kind of went out away. But Amren just told her story about how she escaped the prison and how she had to bind herself into a mortal body. So that was interesting. And they went to the Court of Nightmares again to try to get Keir, I don't know how to say his name, on their side, and then Eris showed up, so Rhys kind of hid that from his friends, and they weren't very happy about it. I'm not crying, my eyes are just watering. Oh my gosh, okay, so I don't even know what chapter I'm on, chapter 46, and they just had the meeting with all the High Lords, and Feyre like released her powers because she got so mad because Baron's an absolute jerk. And they left, but like she is explaining, she's just like saying how they're her powers now and she's gonna do them to take down Hybern and all this. And Vivian and Cressida, I think that's her name, Cressida, whatever, they said that they would fight with her, and then their husbands are standing up, and then like I'm so excited. It's so good. These last few chapters have been so freaking good, and this book has been a roller freaking coaster. Like, I'm not even kidding, a roller coaster. Wow, oh my goodness, I don't have words. My eyes, I had to do this so that I wouldn't start crying for some unknown reason. Like, it's just like, I'm so excited. They're becoming allies and they're gonna work together, and I'm just happy. Oh, so great. I read a couple chapters this morning picking up at the High Lords meeting, and we kind of got to learn a little bit more about Helion and whatever, and the wall fell. So now they just went to Elaine's old betrothed father's house, who's like a fairy hater, and Jurian was there, and I called it at the beginning of this video that I thought Jurian was going to turn for the good side, although he was always for the good side, but like I knew he was going to be fighting with them. It was going to be great, and guess what? I was right. So Jurian was already there. He's kind of two-facing it with Hybern. Also found out that Tamlin is a two-faced giant toddler who likes to throw tantrums when he doesn't get his way. So he went to the stupid High Lords meeting where he annoyed everybody, and then apparently went and told Hybern everything that he learned. I hope he gets what's coming to him. I was like, okay, Tamlin's not like an evil character. He just is a whiny child who got what he loved taken away. One of his prized possessions, I would say, more than something he loved, but whatever. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm reading. I'll check up with you guys later. Okay, quick, I just have a couple more things to say. Elaine's old betrothed, never good enough for her. I really, 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 really hope that Lucian and her's mating bond like actually clicks into place. Like, I really hope that for her, and also for Lucian, because I like Lucian. And second of all, I'm still have some questions about their dad, because he's not very present, but they mention him, and the fact that he's gone so much, I feel like maybe he's kind of communicating with Hybern because he's pissed that Tamlin had come and taken Feyre. So I almost see him being a part of this, but not knowing that literally all three of his children are fairies now. So I'm a little curious about this. I don't know what's going on. I feel like he has to come back at some point, right? But just not sure when that's going to happen. I'm really liking this book because there's so much action. Like, this is just as good as the second book, but they're like so different that it's hard to compare them. I just really like this one. There's just so much going on. There's been so much crazy stuff in this book, like learning about all these like really old and ancient creatures that are like deadly and whatever, and just the battles, it's just all over the place. Feyre just went to catch a cereal for the third time, and Ianthe was there with 2 Highburn soldiers, and she just ran into the Weaver's cottage. So she's got to quit making bargains and deals with all these ancient beings, but I think they kind of like her, so I think she's gonna get away with it. I hope. I don't know what's going on anymore. I think I'm just like the world's biggest baby. I cry over stupid things. So Elaine got, like, the cauldron came and was like calling to those who like were made, and Elaine like went with it, and so Azriel and Feyre went to Hybern's camp to get her back, and now they're all back, and then Nesta like hugged Feyre, and then Elaine hugged her, and then they're all cuddling on the floor, like just trying to heal. And I don't know, like 3 sisters who were like not close at all were just like all of a sudden like close to each other, and I don't know. I'm a baby. Also really confused as to whether Tamlin is good or bad. I cannot read him. I literally cannot read him. I think he's a stupid baby still, but like I don't know his motives. Also, thank goodness for Jurian. This battle is so epic. It reminds me of the Hobbits' Battle of 5 Armies, where there's like everybody's coming together, and I just like Tamlin and Beren and the mortals showed up, and now Draken and Miriam and Queen Vassa, which I think it's on the next page. It hasn't. I got to the spot and had to stop and had to come on here immediately. But Queen Vassa wasn't founded by Lucian, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be their dad, which is freaking sane. So I hope that's what it is, because I knew he's been gone and he has to play some vital role. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been gone for that long, you know? So I think something's happening, and I think it's going to be their dad, which is freaking cool. Oh my gosh, I just can't. I've like teared up so many times. This is so epic. He's here. It is him. Oh my gosh, I can't. Composing myself. This entire book is a freaking roller coaster. Amren lied, and I don't know what her motive is. Cassian's almost dead. Nesta is powerful, but Elaine just stabbed the king through his throat. I have all sorts of anxiety in this chapter. What's happening? Okay, I knew Amren wasn't bad. There was no way. There just was no way. And she unleashed herself and destroyed Hybern's army, so that's pretty elite, but I feel bad for Varian, and also it made me want to cry. This book, I've never cried so much during a battle before, ever. And I've cried a lot in this one. I don't know. I only have 39 pages left, so we'll see how this goes. You guys, I can't finish this chapter. I'm trying to compose myself here. I can't finish this chapter. I literally just have this much left, and I can't do it. So Rhysand died, and I didn't let myself cry because, oh my gosh, is that a tear? Because he can't die. Like, there's no way. And I knew there was gonna be a way to bring him back, so I didn't let myself cry. But all the High Lords and Feyre gave their power, like what happened to her, and they gave it to Rhysand, and he's back. And I'm pretty sure Amren's coming back now, and I can't continue reading because I'm gonna lose it. My throat hurts. I'm pathetic. It's fine. You guys, Amren is just high fae now. Oh my gosh. This book is so good. Holy crap. Okay, I have 27 pages left. I'm gonna finish this book, and then I will come back at the very end, and this has been the biggest roller coaster book ever, and I love it. I have finished A Court of Wings and Ruin, and I was honestly not expecting this book to be that good. I thought that Like, I didn't think anything could get better than A Court of Mist and Fury. Like, I thought that one was so good. But that one was like good in a different way, and I'll kind of compare those when I do my overall like review of this series. Wow, I have to give this 5 stars. Like, it absolutely deserves 5 stars. Wow, like complete roller coaster. There was so much, like it was almost too chaotic, but like it was perfect. I'm not even kidding. It was so beautifully written. I'm not even kidding. Like the ancient monsters, creatures like the Bone Carver, the Weaver, and Bryaxis, like all of those were perfectly in there. And then like Drakon and Miriam, like perfectly, and Lucian with the Queen and Vasa and her father, like just like everything coming together at the end. Like we saw bits and pieces of this throughout the book, but then it all just came together at the end, and it was chef's kiss, like so perfect. It was so good. And the fact that like Elaine is the one that stabbed the king, and then Nesta basically just beheaded him with, like, it was amazing. I could have done without Rhysand dying, but you know, it had to be done. It had to be done. And he's fine. He's fine. He's back. And they're living like happily ever after. And it almost seems like this could have just been a trilogy and it would have been perfect. So I'm very interested to see how the other 2 are going to go. I don't really know what else there can be except for like kind of going after the queens and stuff. I was very impressed by this book. I was not expecting to like it as much as I did. I don't know where it's going, but I loved it, and that's really all I have to say. So thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to subscribe, like my videos, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys in my review of A Court of Wings and Ruin. Bye!